Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I do a pretty good Blue's Clues impersonation.
That's good. I never
Yo, that was lit.
I only know how to do
It's
the.
like the only thing for
Isn't that powerful? Isn't that powerful? Isn't that powerful?
I'll snap my finger. Action.
Action.
Whenever you're ready.
845 and live. 845 and live. 845 and live.
What's good, yo? We here, 845 and live. We out here.
845 and live.
845 and live, baby.
Hudson-
You know what it is.
It's the Hudson Valley's most biased opinions. Nah, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I'm not biased against anything. I might be biased against certain things.
Maybe. Only maybe. Well, I mean, I've got a few things to, talk about here and there.
Biased against khakis.
Khakis? Wait, for khakis or against khakis?
For khakis.
For khakis? Yeah, you be wearing a lot of khakis. I feel like your khakis is dickies though. They're not really khakis.
Cargos, I like cargos. Khakis.
I like cargos too.
I could live without cargos. I don't need own pockets.
I mean,
need
the extra
does
pockets
anybody-
sometimes,
There's always something to put inside the pockets.
Yeah. You're always taking something extra out the crib anyway.
What do you put in your pockets?
You can put a water bottle in your pocket.
Water bottle?
You can put some cheese in your pocket. And cheese
that's
can
not
be
the-
cheese can be whatever you want, whether that be money.
You can
maybe
put extra
some
change.
drugs.
You could put loose change.
I'm not into change in my cargo pockets.
You don't use the
It's like
pockets you
someone
got
was
now.
saying.
Like, I've never seen you pull anything out your pocket.
I got a fucking phone in my pocket. I got
That don't count.
I got my wallet in my pocket.
I mean, sometimes I hold the Arizona in my pocket, like just in case it's, if you got the good pockets, the deep pockets.
Exactly.
Nah, I'm a broke boy. There's nothing in my pockets.
You're a broke boy, exactly. That should be your name, broke boy.
Broke boy. That's my name, broke boy.
And people just call you broke. Yo, broke.
Broke.
Broke. It's like this weird. You're like broke shields.
Broke. Broke shields. I think maybe like broke. I need to be fixed. I'm trying to get fixed.
Both.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little both. It's like
I
I need to get fixed. I got no money. I broke something.
Yeah, it's always sprained or some shit like that. I'm always on my off season.
Just been breaking shit your whole life.
I feel like you guys should be actually you'd be like broken break because
Broken
you're
break.
the one who's always breaking shit.
Breaking shit. Yeah,
This nigga's always broke,
this-
and you're the one who's always breaking shit.
That's true.
If you guys ever become wrestlers one day, like professional wrestlers, that should be your name.
broken break.
Broken break. That sounds like a pretty nice tag team.
Yeah.
Broken break.
Nah, that sounds like some old timey b-boy group or some shit like that. Some get down type thing or whatever.
Yeah. Or breaking.
He's breaking it down. I'm broken the beats or some shit. I don't know.
Break, man. Beat breaks.
Breaking beats.
Beat breaks.
Breaking beats.
Yeah, man.
Yo, you remember Bop It?
Yeah, it was my favorite game.
They're like that.
Dude.
Well,
Every now and then I go on Amazon just maybe buy one, and they're really expensive, so I never buy it. Yeah, they're like for $30.
I thought it would be
30,
cheap.
40
It's
bucks.
just a kid's toy.
That's what I thought too. Especially if you want the good one, because
It's entertaining though.
it's mad entertaining. Especially
Yeah,
with the
like I think my brother had one for his kids. I forgot.
because this one was 3, where it's like look, you got 3 options, but then there's this one with 5, and that one's really really good.
yo, I swear, like in the hood, I've never seen a Bop It that had batteries in it. It was always like. It's you always at your cousin's godbrother house or some shit, and you see like some old Barbie dream house filled with like wrestling toys with The Rock and Kane and I don't know the Dudley Boys or some shit like that. Whatever you see, like so it's wrestling toys.
Dudley Boys.
It's like is dusty, dirty like baby dolls or whatever, a Barbie dream house or cars and shit like that, and then a Bop It, but it never has the D battery or whatever D battery or the A battery. I don't know battery. Yeah, but it doesn't have the battery for it, so I've never been able to play it because I've always had Bop Its, but they never worked. and you can never find a battery that went for the bobbits or whatever.
Well, what kind of battery does it take?
He doesn't know battery.
I think it's a big block battery. It's not the
D battery.
Not the big block battery. I think it's the big cylinder battery.
Is it the C battery?
The C battery.
The Chooch battery, yeah.
Yo, the C battery be going to flashlights and shit.
Chooch.
Okay.
That's a Chooch battery.
The Chooch battery.
That's huge.
That's what you out here serving, Chooch battery.
It's that time of year, folks. That's time of year.
Is that cold outside? You got Chooch battery?
It comes right next to the Salvation Army boy. He's playing saxophone.
Stay energized.
Trombone. They're playing like Oh Holy Night on trombone. And I'm like, I got the Chooch battery. That's what Salvation Army does.
I mean, everything over there is cheap.
Did you know that it's a Catholic foundation?
Really?
Oh, where?
Yeah, it's like owned by the Catholic Church. That's why some people don't like giving their money to Salvation
Oh,
Army.
because they're yeah.
Actually, people really don't mind Salvation Army because they are a charity and they do a lot of stuff. People don't like Goodwill because Goodwill is for profit. So they're just like.
Isn't Goodwill where like the like hipster people kind of go to?
It's just like Salvation Army.
I feel like Goodwill is like the Urban Outfitters of the Salvation Army or whatever. It's like the Zoomies or some shit. It's mad corporate.
Yeah, it's pretty corporate.
Yeah, like I feel like Goodwill's too name brand for me. You know what I mean? Like
Goodwill,
it's like
in my opinion, they have like a lot more stuff. Like they have like mad like. Salvation Army
Goodwill has like the stores, right? Like in the city where you can like donate stuff.
Yeah, you can donate money, and then they give you money too, right?
I don't know. Goodwill's like a mall, I'm pretty sure they get like
I don't remember them giving me
collections
money.
like way ahead of time, I
don't remember them giving me money, but I did donate clothes.
I just know that they're for profit, but they have like a lot more stuff. Like Salvation Army has like a lot more clothes and furniture.
Yeah,
I got a good shoe rack, Salvation Army.
Shoe rack. I don't know. I've been thinking I want to get a tattoo, but I don't got tattoo money.
Tattoos are expensive.
Tattoos are expensive.
I'm getting a tattoo next year.
Cause that's the thing. Like,
yeah, I'm getting another one.
Nice.
Tattoos do stay with you. You know what I mean? Like, you know. Although I could use like that.
What do you think about getting a tattoo?
It's eternal.
What?
What do you think about getting a tattoo?
I don't know, maybe like some Korean words or something like that, or like a giraffe.
Maybe both. That would be pretty lit.
A giraffe with Korean words.
Yo, that's pretty cool.
No, it's not fucking cool.
It is pretty cool.
I mean,
at the end of the day,
you could make something out of that, like.
Do you, man?
Korean words, like the calligraphy.
Yeah. What are you gonna fucking say in Korean? Chooch?
No, I gotta say something.
There's gotta be something.
I gotta be something profound and intimate, like blue.
Just blue?
I don't know, blue.
Blue.
It's simple.
Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues. I used to have a Blue's Clues game.
Blue's Clues.
Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I do a pretty good Blue's Clues impersonation.
Yo, that's good. I never.
That was lit.
I only know how to do
it's like the only thing I can do. It's the only thing I can do.
You know what? You could be blue. I'm magenta.
Did you know that blue is a woman?
Yeah, because magenta's a boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Blue's a girl. Yeah.
Blue's a girl. Magenta. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Blue. He goes. Steve has been saying blue.
I would really
appreciate
how better would the show be if it was like blue and red, and there was like gang undertones.
I mean, that's what it was. Like that's why magenta. Like the
that would have been like
it was made it slightly
more entertaining.
Yeah.
You know.
But that's why
it could be educational at the same time.
Blue and magenta was dating. They were trying to make you know what I just got. Is Saints Row like because Bloods and Crips like red and blue makes purple and that's why Saints Row is the theme is purple. Like was that the thing that's like the super gang or whatever because like making the one color or whatever and then all the other because the thing in the Saints Row 2 the bad guy. The bad guy, like the yellow bad guy is Ronan, and then the green bad guy.
Wait, this is a video game?
Yeah, Saints Row 2.
Oh, I know what the fuck you're talking about. I thought you're talking about real life.
Wait, is that like a made up theory, or is that like?
I'm just making this shit up off the top of my head.
Oh,
like, it could be or whatever, but I'm just saying.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Because
why not?
You know, Crips is blue.
It makes sense.
I bet you some one person in that video game company
like you know, like
let's blend the colors.
They'll
never know that we're basing it off of them.
It's an interesting.
What is Saints? Is that like a Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, it's. I don't offend them, but it's like it was originally a better Grand Theft Auto knockoff, but then they like.
I think it's just more ridiculous than GTA.
Yeah, but like the first
but,
and second,
but not in a bad way. Like you know, like whereas GTA like
1 and 2,
you have to work harder like to get G codes in GTA, and like it made the game entertaining. But like in Saints Row, like all that stuff is already there for your entertainment. You know, and on top of that, like it's just like it's hilarious. You know, like it's entertaining.
Which one's more bloody?
Definitely GTA. Wait, did Saints Row have gore at one point?
Saints Row 1 and 2 had gore, and their stories were like ridiculous. Like, or so in Saints Row 1, like you like some like use like some random gangbang or whatever. It's the equivalent or whatever of probably of the GTA series. But the thing that happens toward the end or whatever, because I think Keith David is like the main bad guy or whatever.
Yeah.
Or I guess not really, whatever. I vaguely, I kind of forget the plot of 1, but it's basically like, you know, gang warfare or whatever. You rise through the ranks. Your mentor betrays you or whatever, because of something or whatever, and like there's like a boat explosion or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, if we actually go look it up, I'm sure like the story to 1 is like really good. All my brain cylinders just can't find the memory that tells you what the story is about. But in the second one, like you like awake from that explosion or whatever, you end up in jail, you bust out of jail or whatever, and the whole story is like this revenge porn sequel to the first one because you've been wronged. Mm-hmm. And your character can't really form relationships and like trust issues around like the characters that you meet. Later on, those characters that you learn to trust in this game become your best friends, and they're meaningful and in depth and whatever. But like it's like this whole like all of the missions like seemingly all of the missions have like this revenge porn element where like even though you have choice, you can't seem to choose not to do like the most over the top option. It's kind of like this like your character is like going wild almost or whatever, or it's like your character like because all of the violence you do between the games.
Saints Row is more rampagey than GTA.
Yeah,
even though like
in the first
GTA is like rampagey and like
Rampage is another game too, right?
Yeah, Rampage is a game with the monsters or whatever, with the mutants and the mouse.
Also, I wanted to mention before.
That's not like an old
Keith
thing,
David's
right?
and everything. He was
Keith David
he played the Arbiter in Halo 3 in the Halo series. That's like a game head.
Ravage. Is that like a new game or like an old game?
Rampage?
Rampage,
Rampage is this old game.
Oh, it's an old game. Okay.
I think it was from like the days of this. That
so, Sega Genesis?
Maybe or 64 or something. I know that maybe, and it was an arcade game too.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's like you play one of 3 big giant monsters and you destroy the city and you get points and you eat people, and then like eating people restores your health or whatever, and then like the further you go, like helicopters and like all the basically it's like, you know, like a King Kong situation where like more and more stuff begins to attack you or whatever. And it was 2-player, I think, by the time, because my friend Dimitri, he had his PlayStation somehow, so it must have been like a remake. But you'd like, you know, like I said, you eat people and you like destroy stuff, whatever, and you could be competing for high score or whatever, maximum destruction and stuff like that. Games is ridiculous back in the day.
I'm not the biggest video game guy. My brother was growing up, so I do know like a lot of like old stuff. One of the best monster games ever and fighting games was on PlayStation was Bloody Roar. Do you remember Bloody Roar?
Oh, is that when they turned into animals?
Yeah.
I think
they were all like animal shapeshifters, and they all had
they
like
were people.
I know somebody who had.
And they would
were they people and they turned into animals?
Yeah, they were people, and then like
there's a chameleon guy in there, and like the chameleon guy is the best guy.
I don't remember.
Or it was an insect guy or something like that.
But they would like if you get like enough boosts.
You could turn into your animal form.
Turn into your animal, and then like one was like a Wolverine. There was like a chick who was funny. Oh shit, that was my GoPro.
Word.
I got it. Here, you wanna hold these?
How does this?
I wanna see. Oh, just hold. It's already recording. I wanna see if this thing has enough juice.
You say no to Russia, but say juicy chicken.
Hello, testing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's good.
A little bit now.
Oh wait, no.
It stopped?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's wrong with this thing.
The iPhone is good enough itself.
That's your old phone?
Nah, one of my coworkers gave it to me so that I could use it to record. Cause I bought the little mic extension.
Oh, so you borrowed their phone?
Expecting it to work. Yeah, I borrowed their phone.
Man, this thing got more crack than a dime bag.
Oh!
Can we say that?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, it just sounded funny in my head.
We live in
Yeah, there goes our sponsor.
We live in a drug positive. This is a drug positive show, all right?
I mean, as long as we read the labels, know we put it in our body and all that, doing research.
Hey, in no way did we say that we're taking crack cocaine. He's just describing crack cocaine. Like I said, I'm not doing the drugs, but if you're doing the drugs, I'm not gonna kick you out unless you're doing them obnoxiously. Don't do them obnoxiously.
Yeah, true.
Have you ever seen someone do cocaine?
I
have a good like Southside cocaine story.
Oh, you have a Southside cocaine?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we met someone who may. Oh, I probably can't say that though, right?
Yeah, you don't have to say names. I'm sure.
Yeah, so we met somebody who. We remember we met like someone who's familiar with like cocaine. Selling.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
In the South Side? I'm not surprised.
In Southside.
I was good friends with people who were in a sport. I'm not gonna say which sport, but they were in a sport.
They were on a swim team.
No, they're not on a fucking swim team.
Yeah, for purpose of the story, they're on the swim team.
Yeah, no, I don't want to fucking like put it. I'm not trying to say like I don't want the swim team. I don't want the swim. Exactly. I don't want the swim team calling me and be like, hey, I don't want nobody playing on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Imagine we get run up on by the swim team.
Yo, watch it, brother. I'm not. It wasn't this. I'm gonna make it clear. It was not a swim team, but it was a team. And
don't talk so. We can take the swim team. Come on.
And fuck that shit. Yo. I'm trying to. They all have
beef on day
bumps.
one. Beef on day one. Day one beef.
No, I'm just joking about the mumps. Anyway,
Grandpa said he wants to beef with me.
And then anyway, they threw a party, and then I was just like in a room, and we were smoking, and out of nowhere this guy was like, yeah, cocaine, and then like it was like there were like 10 people in the room, but then they all just did cocaine, and I was like. Okay.
You may as well, yeah.
No, I passed.
What?
You may as well.
Well, you can't try one bump. It's not
crack. I've
it's
been
not
around
crack.
like people who've taken cocaine.
Yeah, I've done it a few times. That wasn't my first time.
Yeah.
But it was the first time where I was like, oh shit, everyone in the room just did it. There was one other kid, and he thought about it. I didn't think about it. I was like, I don't want this to be my first time. And then I just covered up.
Man, like, that shit makes you hype.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I'm good. That was my first semester here.
Yeah?
Like, literally my first semester. That was like...
That was when you was,
We lived in Bev.
Yeah.
845 alive, 845 alive, 845 alive.
845 alive. Reaching you out here from the Hudson Valley.
Hudson Valley's premier live yet not so live show.
Oh,
I feel like we friends.
Live but not live.
Not live, yeah, we could be live someday though. I mean, I'm live all the time, if you know what I'm saying.
Once we get live enabled,
live.
We just gotta get live enabled. That's it.
Live enabled, if you know any white people who are good at that. No, I'm just joking. If you know any black people who are good at that, yes.
I mean, don't they have like devices? Like I think they have cameras that like can record stuff live.
Yeah, I think so.
Might be a nice investment.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, the government does it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. Don't ask me.
We could just ask the government for our tapes.
Excuse me, Mark Zuckerberg. Can I get all that Facebook footage that you have stored up? Damn, I got too real.
Yo,
You make
I
me
heard
think
from somebody
about.
earlier that
I don't.
they're supposed to be like passing like net neutrality.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Which
What's net neutrality?
That's like basically what's going on, like what happens in like China and stuff, in like countries like that where like the government can control. Not even actually, this isn't the government. In China's the government, but this is more like specific, like companies like Verizon and stuff like that can control what like they're producing internet wise, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think the government as well.
Is that something that's gonna affect porn or?
Probably.
I don't think I like.
But I don't think like this is fucking America. You can't stop anyone from watching porn. Like fuck that shit. Like that's impossible. I think it's maybe more of like. I think it's more politically driven. But I mean, with politics comes censorship in the world. So I'm sure
it's definitely gonna affect like people's intake of media and like
exactly
the digital world.
But I mean, they actually probably will affect porn. But I mean. It'd just be harder to find. I find it really hard pressed at porn.
I said that, but I'm not really a big. I'm not really like a big name brand porn guy or whatever. I like the more intimate, grittier, more
you just
homemade type stuff.
Like a nice sensual cooking videos.
I mean, if it's like some ASMR type stuff or whatever on the cooking or whatever.
There's this comedian. I was listening to. Yeah, like Skinamax.
Yeah.
I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast. There's this comedian, Bert Kreischer, and he was like talking about how he's really into like watching, like real life stuff, like just chicks like cleaning with no bra on, so that they're taking.
Yo, I could get behind that. I could get behind that.
I mean, that's as gritty as you can get. It's not as gritty as you can get, but
yeah. I mean, it's.
But no, here's the thing. Actually,
I've sat through some stuff.
Take it back. I'm sure that porn will be available, but the good thing about America, because I was having this conversation with a friend of mine, because I mean, it's always argued like sex in general is always argued in like fucking like psychology books and stuff. Yeah. What probably would be monitored is the fact that like there's America and people can be into all different types of shit. And I'm not even just talking like whether it's like heterosexual or homosexual, but like people can be like. There's like old men who just like to dress up as horses and then have like people like fucking hit them in the face, But like that could be that shit could be probably be like monitored super heavy because that's still looked at as like a psychological like disorder.
You know what I've
to get textbook real quick, what I'm saying.
Is it weird? Is it weird to want to like brush a girl's hair?
No, that's a thing.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
So that's not a weird thing or whatever to just. All right.
As long as it's consent, man.
I'm not like sneaking up on bitches and brushing their hair.
It's like Charlie. Oh my god! Like, have you ever seen Charlie's Angels?
Yo, yeah. Charlie's
Angels.
The you already know who my favorite angel is.
Lucy Lou. I'm more of
no, she was bad in that movie.
I'm more of a Drew Barrymore, But the villain in that movie, he would like run up on them and like cut their hair and then sniff it and run away. Like that was like what he did.
Yeah.
Was that like? Was it like in the movie or like?
No, that was in the movie. That was in the movie.
I Charlie Angels 1 too.
That was. There's pretty sure Charlie Angels 1 with Bernie Mac.
Yo.
Yeah.
Man, remember Bernie Mac in Don't Be a Menace to South Central?
Oh, of course.
Charlie's Angels has a game? Charlie Angels has a video game?
No, well, I'm not surprised. They did for everything back then. I love Don't Be a Menace. We should watch Charlie's Angels one day, I'm just saying.
I want to watch Charlie. Yeah, I want to watch Charlie's Angels.
That's a really good.
Is that on Netflix? Charlie Angels on Netflix?
I know the sequel was on Netflix. I have the sequel on DVD.
I mean, yeah, we don't really need Netflix.
I don't have the first one.
Yeah, I mean, we got the internet.
Yeah,
we're all good in that department.
Yeah, alternate routes and all that.
Yeah, fuck.
Speaking of routes,
routes.
you saw that meme you remember like early this year or whatever when Cam got in trouble because he was like it's always funny to hear a woman hear a female talk about routes.
Oh yeah.
What? I don't know.
You don't remember that meme? So he got in trouble because like I think it's a lady reporter and she's like asking about like a play in the game or whatever, about how the route he took, something like that or whatever. And like, I guess in his mind, he was genuinely like, I guess endeared or enamored with the fact that she knew the play or whatever, forgetting the fact that it's her job or something like that. Because she probably like type look bang in her outfit or something like that. It's probably what it was. We didn't see his point of view, but it's probably what it was. Yeah. But so he says, oh, it's funny to hear a female talk about routes or whatever. And when I look at his face, you swear he said something smooth because he just. like in his mind he spit like the illest, like he thought that like he was talking to the whole room or really singling her out. Like he honestly thought like that this was like some ill.
And now everybody in the room was like, "Hey yo, he killed that! Yo, he killed it with one line. He's killed it.
Yo, he got a good amount of flack for that too.
No, absolutely, yeah,
exactly.
I mean, because at the end of the day,
the news was like Go-Gurt sponsorship or something like that.
His Go-Gurt sponsor?
You know what he might have?
I think
a Go-Gurt sponsor.
Yeah.
What?
I'm sure there's a sex joke there, but like the funny thing is, I seen this meme sometime after that or whatever, right? And it was this meme, like I think it was like a black girl, like some white guy, or whatever, like that's some side thing, or whatever, right? But the girl was like, it was like if niggas keep acting up, this is the route I'm taking. And, the funny thing is, or whatever, the dude some dude responds to her or whatever, and his response is just quoting Cam. It's always funny to hear a female talking about routes. It's so funny. I don't even know what that means, but it's so funny.
I didn't know what it means, yo.
There's gotta be somebody out there that knows what it means.
Speaking of memes, anybody else got any favorite memes nowadays? Recently? I'm trying to think. I had thought of one, but then I forgot it.
My favorite meme?
I don't know.
Recently. Memes are coming out every day.
I'm still caught up with the man's not hot shit. That shit is hilarious.
Which one's that?
Oh, I drew that for somebody.
I don't know.
Man's not hot.
I don't think I know that one.
You ever seen that video?
No, I don't think so.
Yo, shout out to...
Yeah, I want to see it.
Shout out to that front desk guy who I drew Man's Not Hot. I drew Big Shaq or whatever, like my little.
I might know, but I want to see it. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's me spit bars. He's like, all he did was scat. He was like,
yo, honestly, shout out to this dude. Like, he dead.
Shout out to Big Shaq.
Yo, shout out to Big Shaq. He dead. Went from a meme to an official song.
Yo,
he's official out here now.
Can you play Swifty 5 real quick on YouTube? Because
we do a request?
Yeah.
Throw some Sublime or some
No. This isn't a song. The beginning of Skibbity Bap Bap, whatever that was. What was that called? Pip Pop Pop Pop.
You gonna give us some scat, some
scat
tap?
The beginning of that song sounded just like this video, and this was a viral video, like in like the
really. What's it called again?
Early days of internet. 55. Have you guys ever
Get
been
Swifty?
Have you ever been on Albino Black
55
Sheep?
what?
No, shh.
How would that work? How would an albino black sheep work? Isn't that just a sheep? Isn't an albino black sheep just a sheep?
Yeah, it was early internet ironic. It was great.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright. Schwan. 2. 2.5. 7. 14. 21. 27. 27. 37. What you say? Shiggity swell. 55. Shiggity swell. Shiggity 5. Shiggity swell. 55. Shiggity swell. 55. Girlfriend's age. 55. My IQ. 55. You must pay. 5 plus 5 is 50. 50. 55. Shiggity swell. 55.
Alright, that's good. That's great video. A plus. A plus. You get an A plus in my class this semester.
Wow. Westchester was a wild place.
Fuck you.
That could be your outro.
55.
Jared Cosgrove.
Yeah.
Shout out to that guy.
So is your
Rocking
name?
out.
So your name's gonna be Slime?
I thought my name was gonna be BrokeBoi.
Oh yeah, give me BrokeBoi.
BrokeBoi.
It isn't. I don't know.
I can call you Broke Shields.
Broke Shield. What the?
It's classic.
How? I feel like a bad comic book character.
It's a pun on Brooke Shields.
No, I get it. I get the Brooke Shields thing, but
Yeah, you're kind of like a bad comic book villain. You're like the first guy Spider-Man had ever fought. You know what I mean?
Spider-Man only fights animals.
Yeah. Dr. Octopus.
Well,
Goblin.
animals and like
No.
mythical
Well, Green
creatures.
Goblin is the only like fantasy.
Also,
type one.
who's another? Let me see if I can challenge you.
Spider-Man was out here
Mysterion.
fighting.
You're gonna say Mysterion.
Spider-Man was out here fighting elements like.
Well, yeah, like the symbiotes.
Like Shocker.
The symbiotes are parasites. Shocker. Scorpion, Rhino, Venom, Carnage,
There's a lot of
Kingpin.
animals.
Even though Kingpin's technically Daredevil's bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they overlap. They share each. They share that one. Hobgoblin, Green Goblin.
I haven't watched any. I haven't
Electro.
seen-
Electro. You can't leave out Electro.
He's not an animal.
Yeah, Electro.
Yeah.
And
That's
he's,
an
and he's
element.
Jamie Foxx. And he's Jamie Foxx.
hmm
That's.
Although, I think Jamie Foxx. They could have gave Jamie Foxx a symbiote. I feel like maybe not Venom, but maybe he could have been Carnage.
Yeah, he would have been a really dope card.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he
really dope.
would have been crazy, but he would have been crazy and like slipping songs in.
He would have been crazy and like badass. Like, what's his
Yeah.
name? Who played Carnage?
Topher
No.
Grace did a bad job as Venom.
Oh, that's his name. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. There wasn't. I feel like there's something really badass about Venom. He didn't have that. He was like everyone hated, who then became against someone who.
Yeah, I don't want to say he did a bad job.
Yeah,
I feel
basically,
like Topher Grace was already like Topher Grace himself could have just easily been if Tobey Maguire was busy in the first place. Topher Grace could have just been Spider-Man. Like he, you know what I mean? So I feel like the thing with Venom, the thing with Venom, and I think Eddie Brock becomes Venom or whatever. I think the thing is that Venom is on like Spider-Man's titular opposite or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like Spider-Man, gets empowered and he understands what it's like, having been like a weakling prior to his, power level up. Even though technically you can argue that he's bullying the crap out of his villains.
No.
Because he's like giving them like web wedgies and leaving and he could just take them directly to jail or whatever. And he's
But
like,
it's also like a kind of like a.
it's a bullying.
It's
It's,
a
like
Robin Hood
it's a
thing.
psychological thing, whatever. I think some director had said that. I can't think of his name right now, whatever. But some director had already said that. But that's not really important. But Eddie Brock is already a bully when he like gets his Venom powers or whatever. And I think that's the thing that makes it scary is that like the wrong person having this power level up or whatever and having any kind of leverage over people will use it and like in the whole thing of like Venom is almost like the id or whatever, like your basic desires to want to like take and do what you want to do, whatever.
Yeah, it's basically like a play on the opposite of with great power comes great responsibility. It's just somebody who's misusing his great power.
Yeah. Spider-Man.
That was good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We were just talking about Spider-Man the other day.
Oh yeah, were we?
Yeah. That was the shit. I love Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Not one
did
or
you
two
see
at least.
Spider-Man Homecoming?
No, not yet.
I saw it over the summer. It's pretty good.
I haven't seen a new Spider-Man since fucking
Since Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Hmm?
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
I didn't even finish that.
I mean,
movie either.
Homecoming is the only Spider-Man, but I haven't even seen fucking the Avengers where Spider-Man's in it. I haven't seen that.
Oh, I see now.
I don't know. The Avengers movies are just a little too
Wait, was
long
he
for me.
was he in the second one?
Yeah.
Spider-Man's in the Civil War.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, it's Civil War. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Captain America.
Yeah.
Because I thought you guys were talking about like the Avengers movie, but he's gonna be in the next one.
Oh no! Oh yeah, I forgot Captain America. Never mind. I don't know. They were all in it. It was basically a fucking Avengers. I just call it Avengers.
That's basically every Marvel movie.
They're all
nowadays.
fucking-
They're all Avengers movies.
I mean,
I am tired of the Avengers, to be honest with you.
yeah, I feel like because there's so many of them and they're distracting you with high-flying action and all these special effects, they're not
And-
really giving characters the time they need to grow.
Exactly,
yeah.
because what they're
Beyond
doing is
their-
that they're balancing the extreme action with extreme drama almost, because they all have like this super
It's
dramatic.
melodrama.
There's a lot of like romantic drama going on, which is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But there's just so many characters that it's just like I don't know, because then the movie's like 3 hours long too, and I don't want to sit there.
And the main chick is always Scarlett Johansson, which I love Scarlett Johansson, but
yeah, of course.
if everybody is competing over the same main chick, it's kind of like, the key romance is like, for that many characters,
Well, I thought she was like, she had like an attraction with the Hulk in like the first
No,
movie.
yeah, there's like other chicks now, because then there's like the
Scarlet Witch is with Vision and everything
and
like that.
then I'm sure one of them has like Immortal, who's just like there.
Yeah, but like, come on.
All right, but,
Like,
okay, but I said all this to say
We want power
But I
couples.
mean,
Things I am-
all I'm
like
saying
Thor
is,
and
I want
Loki,
more power
they're
couples.
immortal, they're immortal, aren't they?
Huh?
Yeah.
Loki and Thor, they're basically immortal.
Yeah, but they're not a couple.
I'm saying
They're
all
like-
of this to say that
I'm saying I want more power couples in my superhero fantasy. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we're gonna get that in Black
Yeah.
Panther though, super hard. It's gonna be so good.
I wonder who he's gonna end up with. Like,
I don't know, he's probably-
like so something like it's gonna be like
Who,
Like Lupita Nyong'o.
who would like be perfect for Black Widow to end up with?
Black Widow.
Yeah, Scarlett
No,
Johansson.
I like the Hulk. They're cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Hulk is. I feel like
Well, he
Mark
basically
Ruffalo.
can't control himself.
Mark Ruffalo, man.
I feel like I want Hulk to get with like
She-Hulk.
no, because that's his cousin and that's I don't know.
Well, I mean,
like
depends where they take the lore of the story. On that.
yeah no. Like, let's leave them cousins and stuff like that. But like I'm just saying I want Hulk to be with a powerful I want the Hulk to find love, not really Mark Ruffalo as a human to find love. I don't give a shit about his human side finding love. I want I want the Hulk.
Oh, you want to just be able to live in like a world full of other Hulks?
No, I mean
and
not a
then-
Hulk. I'm saying like I want Hulk to like. So if Hulk like so basically like Hulk mad strong, right? I want there to be like some super type woman or whatever with like strength equivalent or whatever, or so that way they are really a power couple or whatever. I don't care about. I don't want no human romance where Mark Ruffalo has to suppress his Hulk side and they're working on like some therapy thing. I want it to be like the woman he ends up with accepts that he's has this crazy bipolar disorder and she's a little wacky and they make a couple and they understand and they explore each other.
Yeah.
It's this whole I mean like
I was thinking
nothing against Widow or whatever. I just think there's like a whole nother route
But
they could
technically,
go.
like, they do share the same career, man. They're like both fucking superheroes.
No,
I mean, just like Widow just doesn't have like the cis bam boom that like everyone else has. She just has like some guns and some like.
No. She's a top notch spy. And,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
she's-
absolutely.
I'm saying like for her, I see her.
Hey, what do you like? Like Miss Marvel?
Oh, Miss Marvel. What do you mean?
That's like a good person. I don't know what like.
Oh, Miss Marvel could
online.
for Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh, We could give him an X-Men character for a girl
That's true.
for a romance option.
Well, okay, so I wanted to bring this up before is that I'm excited about
What?
X-Men is doing. I've always been excited. I've been.
What is X-Men doing now?
They're.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
think
Wolverine died, and X-23 is
I
gonna be
think
the
it's
Wolverine.
so brilliant, like the way they kind of like were able to bring the
Jackman was
story
getting old.
completely around. So now that they have a core X-Men cast again, but it makes sense with the original movie because there's like some like time elements and like some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, because then it's,
And like I love like the chick who's playing
it's uncharted territory too.
Jean
because they can
Grey,
basically do anything.
aka the Phoenix. That's what the next movie they're gonna do. Is they're doing like a Phoenix.
A younger
origin story.
Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the chick who was Jean Grey in the last movie. Did you not see the last movie?
No, you're talking about Apocalypse.
No, the last one I saw was Logan.
No, Logan.
But I haven't seen. Well, I don't care. I actually didn't see.
Wow, I thought you were doing this whole big setup for
No,
What's
Logan is a solo. They have like some X-Men elements.
No. It's not that. It's just that from a writing standpoint, all the amazing things you just said apply so well, if not way better, to a post Logan franchise then your idea is so
Yeah,
good.
that's what I thought you were getting around.
Yeah,
to.
because
No!
all right, so hold on.
You didn't see Logan?
I saw half of Logan.
Let's put a pin in what you were saying about your X-Men thing or whatever, because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why your idea.
Do not tell me why.
I'm gonna tell you why your idea is so good.
No, I know why. I understand why it would fit the Logan. I've seen all the Wolverine movies and whatnot.
You've seen Logan.
I've seen half of Logan, but
Okay,
I know
alright.
what happened.
So he dies at the end, and all those kids that were rounded up from this X-23 program or whatever, they have different mutations or whatever. They're basically a whole new school of X-Men. The whole point of the movie was preserving these last memories of X-Men because Xavier is dying. He's in senility and stuff like that or whatever. Wolverine I guess he was sick or something like that, and he was vulnerable enough to die. So that means X-23 would be Wolverine guiding guiding or co-guiding this next flock of people, and they were told, or there was still some sort of rumor that there was some sort of X-Men base further up wherever they were trying to go. So that sets up a whole new X-Men cast. They're visually younger or whatever, so that you'd have more sequels and stuff, because the whole concern is that there's only so many times you have Hugh Jackman be Wolverine again unless you do a retcon.
No, I didn't like Hugh. I was over Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
No, I understand. I know that.
He was based
I know
on
that,
that role.
but you guys do know that the exact same thing is happening in the normal X-Men universe at the same time, though. Because the way they set it up is that I'm talking about Beyond Apocalypse, like Days of Future Past set it up so that they could. I mean, I don't know. I just really like the
I saw that one.
Days of Future Past. So
I saw it. I just like.
I'm
through with the main.
We're completely opposite. No, but the way Days of Future Past works is that
they retcon stuff.
First Class.
I don't like
First Class did the origin
Jennifer,
story.
what's her face as
Jennifer Lawrence.
Mystique,
I'm not the big Jennifer Lawrence fan as Mystique either, but I mean I love fucking Rebecca Romijn Mystique.
The original Mystique. She was putting in work.
Mystique is bad.
She wasn't. She was putting in so much work. She made that. She made. Oh wow, that was iconic role.
But in Days of Future Past, they set up so that the first class of X-Men meet the original X-Men, such as like a young Jean Grey and a young Cyclops and a young.
Oh yeah, because they're setting up that's a comic book. They're setting up that.
No, it's just like the original comic book. So I love how the way that they were able to turn it back. So now going along, it's like all of that cast, so that you have these young Jean Grey.
That's a recent comic book. The story they're doing is a recent comic book.
Oh yeah, I know. Like Apocalypse, and then they did Apocalypse. No, Apocalypse is like decent. Apocalypse is old.
No. Like so there's the most recent kind of thing. I think Cyclops is infected by like this Phoenix the Phoenix thing or whatever, something like that.
Yeah,
but that's not the important thing. There's some sort of time temporal thing brings back Marvel Girl or whatever, which is like Phoenix. Which is like Phoenix Jean Grey or whatever. It brings back young Iceman. It brings back the younger versions of themselves, and the younger version of themselves are talking to like the older version of themselves, and learning about like the deceit between each other or whatever, and all these different things that happen or whatever.
Yeah, but that's not what's going on in the movies.
Like why did we end up like this or whatever? I don't know. I'm just saying it's simple.
It's like a little bit simple. But see what happens. See what in Days of Future Past. What happens at the end of Days of Future Past is that they basically save the world so that they create a complete new future. But then then everything ends, and so then they continue on where they created that new future. So it's just like a completely different origin story. I mean, X-Men is doing good shit. They both Wolverine. Even though I really was over Hugh Jackman.
That was the point. Like the whole big thing. The whole big thing was a setup to get you invested, and it was a setup.
I mean, I was gonna be invested in X-23 anyway because
I feel like Logan
and X-23. X-23 is the Wolverine right now. I believe. Yeah. She's his progeny or whatever. Like she's the Wolverine.
Wolverine didn't end the X-Men saga. It ended like the Wolverine saga.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you're hesitant to get on board X-Men, the route that I was talking about. That is mitigated by the Wolverine being a.
I'm on board about
and technically,
things. I'm over Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. If for adaptation wise, whatever, Cyclops is not a very translatable character without something heavily going on or whatever, because
no one likes Cyclops. He's not the major character in the new one. Well, Jean Grey's
Cyclops. Well, Cyclops is the de facto leader, but it's hard to it's hard to make that role interesting because it's hard to make it interesting without juxtaposition, even in the source material.
I don't want to see Hugh Jackman anymore.
Yeah. I know.
It bothers me. It bothers me that like what's his name? The bald guy. He was old when they kind of started, so then he was able to stay old. Hugh Jackman looks so fucking different from the first X-Men to now. He's just a complete.
I mean, he got more muscular.
He got he looks like that's how he should have looked at the beginning, but we all didn't know what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I have X-Men on DVD. We should watch that. It's really good.
I like the Toad from the first movie. The way they did Toad in the first movie was really good.
Did you know he also played Darth Maul in Star Wars Phantom Menace Episode 1?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Toad?
That's lit.
Yeah.
Oh, alright, that's cool.
Yeah, Toad was a cool character. Toad was also really good in the series, too. X-Men. My favorite was X-Men Evolution.
Yo, X-Men Evolution was...
good.
Yo, Toad was so funny
Toad was so good in that.
Yo, Toad, I remember there was Toad was hitting on Wanda all the time, whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was finally down.
That was on Netflix for a while.
Yeah,
it's on Netflix.
X-Men Evolution was my.
It was
so. But and they had Gambit and
Yeah, Gambit, then Rogue.
Gambit and Rogue.
Then Nightcrawler.
The earthquake guy and Shadowcat.
Quicksilver was in it too.
Yeah.
The Juggernaut, the Blob. I really love.
Yeah, Juggernaut. They actually made Juggernaut not really a mutant or whatever. I think they said he wasn't a mutant and and they did the whole thing with it. Because in the movie they didn't have the whole thing for the time for it. First off, his helmet didn't touch all the way down, interlocked by stuff or whatever, and they didn't even bother to be like.
Yeah, they just kind of made him a strong boy. Yeah,
instead of just saying, and he's not even a mutant, so he's not really even affected by mutant shit happening or whatever. So.
Yeah. Anyway. That was some good superhero talk. I feel like I've had
my
fair share of superhero talk for the week.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, you can never get enough of it.
No, it was really good. It's some good shit.
Yeah, it's always interesting to talk about. I love comic books too. My whole point from the beginning was that I'm over the Avengers. I am very much not over though. I'm really excited for Ant-Man and the Wasp, but that's gonna be really good because I really like Ant-Man and the Wasp. And
who's this Wasp gonna be?
I don't know her name, but she was have you seen Ant-Man, right? Well, I don't know her name. You definitely.
I've seen the trailers. I know Paul Rudd is Ant-Man.
It's it was the main woman who was in it. She was the main female lead. And then
it's too bad Olivia Munn is Psylocke, right? Well, I guess it's not really too bad.
She would have been a great Wasp.
Yeah, Olivia Munn would have been a great anything. To be honest,
put her on the list.
Put
her on that list.
I'm trying to see Olivia Munn. I'm trying to see Olivia Munn be Hulk's love interest. That's what I'm trying to see. That's what I'm trying to see. Whatever. Get slap some powers on Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn was in X-Men, Days of Future Past. No, X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, you know what? I think I do remember seeing that.
No, yeah.
Because I remember seeing her in it.
Yeah, she was good in it.
Olivia Munn? Yeah, Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn is Psylocke.
Love me some Olivia Munn.
Who's that also?
Psylocke is Katana is the psychic katana wielder of the X-Men. Yeah. Her origin in the comic books is mad stupid and confusing.
Most of them are.
Yeah.
If you had a comic book origin, what was your comic book origin, man?
My comic book origin?
Do you think you'd be a mutant, or maybe something would happen to you that you're like...
No, I definitely would be a normal person at first, and I would get drunk with power and have the whole Akira thing. I don't think I would let it get so far when I'm a super egomaniac, but I definitely would be manipulating my way to a comfortable billionaire lifestyle.
You're basically, so I feel like you lean...
If I had any kind of hypnosis or mind domination power, I'd be a problem.
You're basically a giant evil villain. You're not really a hero.
Oh yeah, no, I would never be a hero. My personality does not mesh well.
I respect that.
If I was a hero, it would be I'm either reluctant to be a hero or I'm accidentally helping people.
Yeah, I think I'd be a reluctant
in my self-interested. Yeah,
I think I'd be a reluctant hero type myself.
Yeah,
I think my origin story would just be just me randomly getting shocked by lightning on the street one day and then like developing some kind of ethereal power.
That'd be pretty dope. Like some kind of like hood Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It'd be like some ironic thing, like because of who he is, or whatever, his power would be mad holy and religious, like, or whatever, and that would be part of why he's like reluctant to be a hero, or whatever.
Oh, like Spawn,
because it requires some sort of faith principle for he
Yeah.
has to have faith to have access to his power, and it's not something that meshes well with him.
It's like Spawn. He fucking died, went to hell, and then like became like this demon superhero. It's like the same thing. Where he's like, I don't want to be a demon, and I can't talk to my family anymore.
Michael J. White was Spawn.
I think I have like a Spawn type
Danny
of
DeVito?
superhero upcoming.
Oh yeah, Danny DeVito was that clown.
No, that was Danny DeVito. That was
Oh, that's somebody else.
So it was
No,
John Leguizamo.
Yeah, Danny DeVito was Penguin.
I feel like my origin story, I would just be...
Shout out all Boricua actors, you know.
Shout it out. He's on Broadway. Well, he was on Broadway for a second.
Yeah,
What
was he doing? I completely forgot.
It was just like a one-man show. It was like a scripted, like one-man, like almost comedy type show. Well, it was definitely comedy, but it was on stand-up.
Are you talking about, it was like a play?
Yeah, it was on Broadway.
Oh.
It was like a one-man.
Man, he's...
What is he in, like,
he's
Wicked,
he's doing big things.
No, he wrote his own like one-man show, and it was like a comedy.
Oh.
We should watch his stand-up soon. His stand-up is really, really good.
John Leguizamo?
We used to watch it a lot.
Who you talking about? John Leguizamo?
Yeah, he has good stand-up. Anyway, I feel like my origin story would be I would be born with my powers.
Yeah,
and
some golden boy type.
Fuck you, man. No, I don't think I wouldn't be like a golden boy superhero. I think I would be born with my powers, or I would turn 13. I would just develop them, and then I have to keep them a secret. And then I think I would be.
Oh, so it's like a supermenstrual cycle.
Supermenstrual cycle. Yeah, it would be. They only have my powers only come up like once a month. 1 week at once a month.
That's clever.
Yo, that's what I was thinking about. You remember that time I was like Sister Wolves? That's what I was thinking, that the Sister Wolves, when they got their period, they got the werewolf thing, whatever, with the full moon, stuff like that.
Oh, you know what? Right now, I think would be a good time for you to put us on to your iced tea idea. You know, like delve more into like the script.
What I see.
Oh, Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
Can I tell you? Wait, No, you do your studio.
No. I kind of cut you off.
No, it's fine. I was gonna say what I think. You already told me that the premise is Sugar Honey Tea, but also when I heard that, I think like the exact cast. What would be funny is like some kind of like hood Charlie's Angels, where like their names are Sugar Honey Iced Tea, but then like Iced Tea is still one of like the hood Charlie's Angels. And, like,
yeah,
it's just like him and two chicks.
That's what it was. Cause like, all right, so for y'all who don't know, Sugar Honey Iced Tea is like so Sugar Honey Iced Tea is like some sort of like modern day weird type adaptation of like some blaxploitation kind of like detective spy Charlie's Angels kind of combo or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And you
Quentin
got
Tarantino maybe.
Yeah, you know, some Quentin Tarantino-esque type thing or whatever, you know, I don't know, just like less heavy.
Some of the N-word, yeah.
Yeah, you know, just a little, maybe less heavy on the N-word, I don't know, just maybe. But
skits. Samuel Jackson.
Oh yeah, alright, so maybe Samuel Jackson could be a bad guy. But I was thinking that Sugar is like maybe some Puerto Rican chick from, I don't know, the Bronx maybe, something like that.
Yeah.
And we got like we got Honey or whatever. Maybe she could be like also from the Bronx. Maybe she'd be from Harlem. I don't know. Maybe
Queens.
Queens. Queens is a very underrepresented right now. So we got a Queens chick. We got we got a Queens black chick named Honey. We got a Bronx Puerto Rican chick, and we got Ice-T as playing himself, obviously, or whatever. And this is like ponytail pimp Ice-T or whatever. Remember, wavy ponytail, and they go on a spy adventures. Like, I think Ice-T would be the driver. Honey would be like, I don't know, a 3rd degree black belt in Taekwondo or something like that or whatever. And then like Sugar could be like a hacker or whatever, mad like technology savvy and whatever or something, like hacking into the mainframe, and or maybe she could be like a master safe cracker or whatever. She can like open any lock or whatever or something like that.
Like she's handy. No, like a locksmith kind of.
Yeah, like whether it's like bobby pinning
like
the door.
she's naturally
or,
good at like breaking into shit.
Because
ever
since she
she's an infiltration specialist or something like that.
Ever
Like
since
she can break in and out of
Ever
anything.
since she was a kid, the only way she could hustle was by breaking into places, and so it was like a skill she developed over time by just like taking out a bobby pin.
Because she was a cat burglar at first or whatever. Oh, and she got like, okay, whatever. She got like soft hands.
Just grew up stealing shit.
So she got soft hands and
Just
like.
grew up stealing from the bodega and shit.
Why does she have soft hands?
Alright, so here's why Sugar has soft hands, because she, like, you know, in her early days, she was a pickpocket. So she would like brush by somebody or whatever, and they just think, oh, I bumped into this little kid. You know, she just like she'll bump into like she bump into people, she'd fall, they'd be like, oh, you okay or whatever. It's like, but whatever, and she'd run off, whatever. But she really took like they walled or whatever. And
it's a
that klepto hood skill of pickpocketing developed into like breaking into places, developed into like cracking open safes and stuff like that. You know, watching sound, like, you know, alarm systems or whatever. So she's a natural spy. So we got a combat expert, you know, a vehicle aficionado or whatever. I don't know, like a master driver or something like that. You know. Whatever, because I guess IC drove anything from ski mobiles to helicopters, whatever.
You know, but like good
drive
like,
it. You can drive
like he just has like a bunch of cars, so like every single time there's just like a different car. Like obnoxiously,
it's always a different vehicle.
it's just like a different vehicle.
Yo, that'd be ill. Like it's like it's a Camaro one episode,
Charger.
Yeah, like a Charger and the next whatever, a truck. Yeah, and there's one episode. There's a water episode. He has a water car, like a car that turns into like a boat type of like aquatic thing or whatever. Maybe that's too much money because maybe a speedboat, something like that. Submarines, helicopters,
a sub car.
And like
sub sandwich.
Yeah, the group just unquestionably sub sandwich. The group just unquestionably goes along with that. He's just somehow able to pilot everything or whatever. You know. So yeah, that Sugar on the IC.
Remember he was a freaking block of ice in Rick and Morty?
Yeah, like that's what started got me thinking about IC recently. I haven't thought of IC since because I'm not really too big on Law and Order, but I do catch him on. I think he had his own little reality TV show at one point.
It would be funny.
Him and Coco.
It would be funny if like just as a parody of Ice Cube, you put Ice Cube, but he's like confused.
He's like confused by why he's cast as IC, or he's
They're both fatherhood figures now.
Yeah. IC is versatile though, because he is West Coast, but he's played East Coast for a long time.
I love. He's really good at Law and Order. He's so good at Law and Order.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Rick and Morty. I have nothing against it. I just am not a fan.
You know. Like, we all like and dislike.
You know, like,
I don't dislike it. I just am not a fan.
Honestly, you put me onto Bob's Burgers. Bob's Burgers
is something I can get into.
Bob's Burgers is pretty.
Tina is like the best thing.
Nah, I feel like
Oh, you think it's Louise? I mean, because
I'm more of a Linda fan.
A Linda. Yo,
yeah.
Bobby.
There's one of my favorite. I could like this. My favorite episode is Dreamatorium, when she talks about a male strip club, and she's like, "Yeah, me and some of the girls are going to the strip club. It's called Pickles." And then she's like, "Yeah, we just plop quarters at them." It's just like we throw quarters at them, and then he's like, "You guys are going to dinner theater, aren't you?" And she's like, "What? No, we're not going to dinner theater." It's really funny.
Wait, so her cover was a strip club?
No, her cover was a strip club, but she's really going to dinner theater because her husband hated when she went to dinner theater. Because every single time she goes to dinner theater, she like sings for a week, and then she wants to make a musical, and then the whole episode is about her making a musical. It's really good.
I think one of my favorite ones is when her cousin or her sister has to watch the kids, and her sister's like mad scared about being alone or something like that. Yeah. And she plays like
crazy.
she plays like this weird game and like sleeps under the pull-out bed or something.
And she has a bunch of cats.
She has a bunch of cats.
Yo, you know what? Like, I feel like South Park, like nowadays, is like very socially conscious, but still like doesn't hold back from like just like bringing like hilarity to like, you know, certain topics. Like They make fun of like Trump and everything in that show, and it's like it's
Mr. Garrison.
Ooh,
yeah.
well,
it's funny. Like I haven't watched South Park like in a long time, but like I've been watching it recently, and it's like it's still kind of funny,
Not to be that guy, except for I'm always that guy.
You're about to be very not controversial.
Yeah, it might be a little controversial. Any more words?
Contrarian.
I say go ahead.
Okay. I'm not the biggest fan of South Park either, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not either. Like I used to
I'm a
when
fan
I was
of
kid
Butters.
because-
Of course.
Yeah.
Butters is the only good part.
Yeah, like I was, entertained by the curses, when I was a kid and shit. But like I never really watched it like throughout middle school and high school.
What I will say about
But
South Park,
I'm,
there's
like-
a really good documentary which you should watch. If you feel like it, there's a really good documentary about how like they explain how they make the show like every week they make another episode. So that's why it's so current. Where like they put in these references that like just happened because they make an episode a week.
Yeah.
That documentary.
The Comedy Central is like they're the only people that Comedy Central trusts to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like everything else is
they've
like
been just churning out fucking episode after episode, man. Like,
They made a movie. It was nominated for an Oscar.
what
I think the song was nominated for an Oscar.
what
Really?
Yeah,
that movie was hilarious.
The South Park
Was the one where
It
like
was a
Kenny
South Park
dies.
movie?
I think so. Yeah, there's the devil in it. The
Yeah,
devil's
yeah.
always in it.
With Saddam.
Saddam, maybe. Those guys also made a Broadway musical. That's
Mormon.
the Mormon musical.
Team America. Didn't the guys at South Park like have something to do with Team America?
I think they produced that maybe.
With the puppets.
Yeah.
That show is good. I mean,
Team
the movie's
America.
good.
That movie's hilarious.
America.
I remember. All I remember is the doll sex scene.
Oh, the puppets like fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all I think about all the time. Anyway, we're an hour in.
That's not my favorite movie sex scene, to be honest.
We're an hour in. 845 alive. 845 alive. 845 alive.
845 alive.
I just feel like every single time I say it, I have to say it 3 times in a row.
845 alive. 845 alive. Because I feel like I feel like we would need like some sort of thing, some sort of like sound noisemaker thing, whatever, to like.
I can make my own sounds.
Or yeah, that's imposed. What am
If-
thinking
I
about?
was
That's
gonna
imposed.
say like
845 alive.
we can use
845 alive.
like,
845 alive. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum.
yo, something jazzy, something hippie hoppy.
845 alive. 845 alive. 845 alive.
845 alive.
Oh, if we have callers,
Like,
if we have callers like a
845
radio
alive.
show.
845 alive.
845 alive. 845 alive. You heard?
845 alive. Hey.
With the scratch.
Give me the doobop. No, I can't. It's all scat. It's like beep bop. What's it? Your boy. It's like
Do
beep
you
beep bop.
do your Blue's Clues thing? 845 alive. 845
that
alive.
works.
845 alive.
845 and live.
La la.
We could do like a radio thing where it's like
845 alive.
845 and live. Dun, 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 dun.
I like that.
845.
We could be like
845 and live.
845. Do. 845 and live.
Only the get down, no whackness.
No whackness.
No whackness.
Only the get
845
down.
alive, no whackness.
845 and live.
No whackness Wednesdays.
No whackness Wednesday.
Okay. I'm good for Wednesdays all the time.
Yeah,
No,
basically.
Are you guys gonna be here during break, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
845 and live.
We can, I can work on this during the holidays.
We can do Wednesdays, but then also I'd be down for just let's say we're just chilling and we're like, yo, let's throw on live right now. Let's throw up an episode.
I wanna start getting into Adobe After Effects and working with Premiere and all that because I feel like a cool animation for the intro would be really cool. Something going along If you're still working on working beats, you can make something I can make the effect 845 and live, the letters is pulsing. It's
845.
yeah, 845 and live.
845. I just all I'm imagining is live from Nickelodeon Studios. 845 and live. Da-da, da-da. Da-da.
I like it.
Yeah, if you guys ever wanted to make that option. Fun fact: Nickelodeon Studios was once its headquarters were once in Orlando, Florida, until they moved, and now what is there is Blue Man Crew, Blue Man 3, Blue Man Group. You guys know
Blue Man Group, yeah.
Is it Blue Man Group? Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I was really into Nickelodeon, like, live shows.
I didn't know they were from Orlando Studios though.
Yeah, well, I mean, they might not be Orlando, but they definitely were from Florida.
No, they were, I think that was the thing. They were
live Nickelodeon Studios, and then like it was like they had like the slime fountain.
Yeah, they had the whole like big thing or whatever. It was like a Nickelodeon building. Yeah. I think were they in Cali or Arizona now?
Yeah, they're in California. They film mostly in California. They film all in California.
Yeah, it must be. They got Hollywood, man. I still like Nickelodeon. You know, I feel like the shows have gotten, you know, they're not as good as like the older ones. Just to be honest.
I think another portion of that is that. Well, yeah, it probably is a quality dip, but I think it must be in a large part because those shows were really for, 6 to 11-year-olds or 11 to, somewhere between 6 all the way up to like maybe 15, 16-year-olds or whatever. Yeah. And we've long passed that window to where those things are relevant to us.
Yeah, that's true.
So we have nostalgia for the ones that we grew up with or whatever, and maybe there's a quality thing or whatever, but there's no way we'd be able to honestly sit down, even for some of our favorite shows.
I feel like it's like that for every generation.
Yeah.
Because like my brother, like usually when I talk about stuff like this with my brother, he always mentions how how wavy the cartoons of his age were, like when he was a kid growing up.
What he had, like
stuff
Thundercats?
Like he was into, like, as a teenager. Like the cartoons that I've liked, like from the 90s. Like I'm always into like 90s stuff. I love 90s like culture, but stuff like that from his age. That's the stuff that is considered that I consider like the best, especially like early 2000s stuff too. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh yeah, I love Foster.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
Also, you know what show was really good, but it fell out was Andre 3000.
You remember Zaboomafoo?
Yo, the opening for that is Zaboomafoo.
Zaboomafoo was my shit.
Remember that song like I'm a cool kitty, I'm a cool cat or whatever. I remember.
Story of my life, yeah.
Yeah, like Andre 3000, bring that back, like.
Bring it back.
Static Shock.
Like,
Static Shock. That's what I was talking about when you
Shock.
said your origin story. I thought Static Shock.
What happened?
When you said your origin story before.
Oh, that Static Shock.
It was very Static Shock.
Yo, like Ebon and Hot Streak were like the fact that I remember these characters' names says something about like the greatness of that show. Like actually, I remember all they names: Puff, Ebon, Rubber Bandman, Hot Streak, Shiv, Gear / Richie, Virgil, Static, Pops. I forget, or I think the sister might be Chantel or something.
Yo, Static is a cool name too.
Static.
Yo, DJ Static.
DJ Static. Zing.
DJ Static.
Yo, Richie.
You don't want static. It's automatic.
Just Stretch Armstrong.
We need to cut soon.
Oh, we need. Oh, okay, so.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. I still gotta do that thing on your computer.
Yeah, so.
Unless we can keep rolling and just do it.
You want to keep rolling?
I mean, we can if I just have to work on something really bad.
Yeah, it's authentic.
I actually gotta offload some stuff from my SD card onto this computer. So
yes, it's a good.
We could take like a little hiatus.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean I'm probably gonna do that and then bounce because it's getting kind of late. My boss is gonna be in the office tomorrow.
Alright, so let's cut now.
He's coming from our main office.
All right,
signing out. 845 Alive. 845 Alive.
You know what it is. Know what's good.
Catch us on the next time.
Yeah.
We're gonna be out here. We're gonna actually be live.
We're gonna be live next time, hopefully. And we will be live. I'm putting it out there. We're gonna be live soon. You can call in. You could message us live, probably. I'm talking to no one, but still.